Hey y'all, it's me, Sonya, back again with another video, and I'm excited because this series of videos is about practical ways to win at living intentionally. We're gonna kind of play on that last step of the still process, or the steps to intentional living process, win by practice. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about some keys to winning, okay? And this video is all about accountability. That is a major key in winning at practice. So before I do all of that, let me introduce you to myself. Let me introduce you. Hey guys, my name is Sonya of SonjaWCoaching, where we help overwhelmed, multi-passionate women learn how to live by principle, execute by process, and win by practice. We're all about making sure that all of that stuff comes together so that you can make your dreams meet reality. And it's so important that you do all of these things so that we can intentionally live and carry out all the big dreams and desires that you have. Okay? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be talking about one major key, and that is accountability. Oh, that that rhymes. Okay, I'm sorry. But yes, today's video is all about accountability, okay? Now, like I said, I've been talking about these keys to winning at practice, to actually winning in this intentional living life. And the key of accountability is one of those major ones that people don't really like to talk about too much, right? Because it makes you feel like oversight, like people are looking at you and making you do things, right? But I want to talk about the freedom and the joy and the just excitement that can happen when we are accountable in different areas of our lives. Okay, so let's get into it. So accountability is a practical way to make sure that you win at life, because honestly, we can't win alone. People may think they can. People may say, oh, I pulled myself up by my back belt. What is it? Bootstraps? Belt straps? Bootstraps. That's what it is, right? But in reality, there were people, there were things, there was different areas that you were accountable to that made sure that you won, okay? Now, why accountability? I think there's three things that are so key to the reason why accountability is so key, okay? Number one, we're forgetful. We may have these big, lofty ideas and dreams about what we want to see happen, but y'all, we're forgetful. What was your goal at the beginning of this week? What were you supposed to do this week? Did you do it yet? Did you write it down? Have you been looking at it? I rest my case. We are forgetful. And when we don't have people, or when we don't have systems in place to help us remember the things that we desire to do, they go by the wayside. So accountability helps us to remember what's important. Second reason why accountability is so major is because hidden things stay hidden. When you write down your goals and you put them in your journal somewhere, and you don't have a system for continually looking at them, or have a system for people checking in on you, they're gonna go hidden. They're gonna continue to be hidden, and they're not going to see the light of day. And that's so important that we are taking measures and taking steps to make sure that our dreams and our desires, those goals, are not hidden. Okay? So, two things so far. We're forgetful, hidden things stay hidden, and then that third reason why accountability is so important is it's more fun with others. Have you ever tried to go at something on your own? Like, for instance, I don't know, working out, right? You're like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to start working out, right? And then you don't have anybody with you on it. You're just doing it on your own. And then maybe a month later, you're like, maybe I won't get up for this workout this morning. It's all right. One day ain't going to hurt me. Then that one day turns into a week. Then that 1 week turns into a month. And then before we know it, we have forgotten all about our goals when it comes to working out. That is why it's so important. And also, sometimes it's boring when you're just working out alone and you don't have anybody beside you to do it. Of course it's boring. But when you have friends or people around you, it makes it more fun. So, The reason why accountability is so important is because we're forgetful, because hidden things stay hidden, and also it is more fun with others, okay? So I broke down the why for accountability. Now I can't just leave you with telling you you gotta have accountability and not help you figure out how to do it, right? Of course not. So I'm gonna break down 3 ways that you can be accountable today, okay? So let me tell you, let me give you 3 ways. Number 1, friends. Having a circle of friends is important to you, making sure that you are accountable to the things that you desire. When you have a circle of friends that are encouraging you or perhaps going with you on this journey, it makes it a little bit easier once it starts to get a little sucky or when it starts to get a little off, right? Because we're not always going to want to do something. We're not always going to want to work out. We're not always going to want to write. But when we have a circle of friends kind of checking in and say, hey girl, you do what you said you was going to do yet? Or when you have a circle of friends coming with you to work out or to do something major that you haven't done before, that is where you find the most fun, you find the most ability, and you're able to continue that fight, okay? So number 1, get you a circle of friends. It could be 1. It could be 2. It could even be 10. Now, that's a whole nother video, but you need to have your tight circle, bigger circle, but that's a whole nother conversation. I won't even get into that. But make sure that you have a circle of friends around you that are there to encourage you, that are there to push you, that are there to make sure that you get what you say you wanted to get done. Okay? The number 2 is a mentor. A mentor is a really good way to make sure that you stay on track with those goals and those desires and your values. When you have somebody who's already gone ahead of you, pointing out the way to go and the things to do, then you're gonna be so much further along when it comes to living out your dreams and your desires. So being accountable to a mentor, somebody who is who's gone through it already, who's a little further along in life than you, something like that will help you kind of navigate the murky waters of your desires. This is a key person that every person should have. Man, if you don't have a particular mentor, maybe a book, maybe something that's just a little bit further ahead, or somebody with a little bit more knowledge of where you want to go, that is going to help you get so much further, so much faster. Okay? So having a mentor is key. And then finally, it is personal, yourself. You can be an amazing accountability partner for yourself. And how you do that is by building systems. When you have systems in place that help you stay accountable, it will go so far and so fast. That's one of the main things that I talk about in this win by practice step in the still process, is building routines and building systems that allow you to continue to be accountable to yourself. Having weekly reviews, monthly reviews, daily reviews of your progress is going to help you move forward in your goals. So I encourage to build yourself a system of evaluation that will help you keep on track. Sometimes, or a couple of things that I've talked about monthly reviews. If you're on my email list, you already know about the monthly reviews that we do every single month. I talked about weekly reviews, putting in place things that happen weekly that remind you, oh yeah, I did say I wanted to do that. Oh yeah, I did say I wanted to move forward in that area. How far did I get this week? That is what is so important in having personal systems for you to stay accountable for yourself. Okay? So these are a couple of big things that are going to help you stay accountable and stay on the winning path with your practice, with your ability and your desire to live intentionally. Now, if you want a little help with that, if you want somebody to kind of come alongside you, holler at me. I'm here for you. Okay, that was kind of corny, but no, for real. If you want your own mentor, your own coach to help push you along, if you don't have those friends and you need a coach to help you make it happen, go ahead and check my links below. I would love to partner with you in this intentional living life. Okay, so listen, let's get into it. Okay, let's get accountable for the things that we want to see happen in our lives. Let's build those personal systems, those routines, those things that we do on a regular basis to help us move forward. Let's get a mentor. Let's find somebody or something that's a little bit further ahead so that we know what we need to do to go forward. And let's get some friends around us. Tell your friends about the things that you desire to do, and why not, and see how much further you'll go when you have a friend looking behind you talking about, hey, did you do what you say you were gonna do? Okay, so let's get into it. Now, I hope that this helps you in any way. If it does, go ahead and subscribe, because I drop videos every single Thursday. And go ahead and check out my email list and anything else that I got down there in the links below. I would love to partner with you. All right, so have an awesome day wherever you are.